Party people. Tony Rowe here. I am in quarantine because I got infected with the coronavirus. I feel okay though. I'm not gonna die. This is like day. I think I got it Sunday or Monday, and today is. I don't know what today is, honestly. Is it Monday or is it Tuesday? It's Tuesday, so I'm on day. Sunday to Saturday would be a week, and then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So I'm on like day 10, and I'm not dead. So presumably I'm not gonna die. Fingers crossed. Anyway, I'm doing this video because Lichess released Puzzles V2 in beta. As you can see here, all these puzzles are fresh. I just read that 13% of them are the same as the old ones because they were regenerated from the old games. But all fresh generally, and a lot of the puzzles were automatically categorized by theme. So Tebow was able to code in and detect a lot of themes automatically. And if you want, you can play by phases, motifs, advanced, number of mates, special stuff, or you can just get a healthy mix. I figured I would just run through a bunch of healthy mix problems, see what we see if there's anything good. Yeah, let's just have some fun solving some tactics. I haven't done a tactics video in a long time, or maybe ever. I'm not really sure. So let's do it. Yeah, this one there's some back rank issues. It looks like Queen F7, Rook F7, Rook E8. Booyah. Now, does it recognize both moves? This is important. Okay. Okay. I mean, I can just take that. I will take it. Oh god, no, there's a second. This is the trickiest part, is when they're asking for like a second. When they're asking for a move where I feel like a bunch of moves are possible. Usually that means a bunch of moves aren't possible, but yeah, this is the annoying stuff. Okay. Like there's like a bunch of moves here. You can go here, you can go here, you can go here maybe. This, of course, just loses a pawn. You would just take this, but I would not be losing after something like this. I don't know if I'd be winning either. That's the problem. Queen C3, of course, allows Queen F7 check, but after King H6, am I really in trouble? Rook D to F8 would allow Queen E5 check. Again, I would have to go King H6, then he would get to take here, or he would take here. Yes, okay. Don't want to start off with an L here. All right, so he's obviously hitting my queen, hitting my bishop, and if I move the queen to a dumb square, there's also looming threats of 92 check. I mean, I feel like this is the move, rook e8. If he goes queen e8, then I can take here check, and then queen g4 check would pick up the knight. If he takes with the knight, then I get to take here check. That also seems good. I'm going to go with that. Important not to take here, though, of course, because knight e2 check. You got to pick up the knight. Ooh. This bishop is hanging. The reason I can take it, of course, is that here I'm hitting the queen. Just gonna do that, and then I'm picking up this rook at the end. Killing it. So if I go g3, his only actual square is queen h3, and then knight g5, I think maybe picks up his bishop. Is that true? No, he has queen f5 in that case. So g3, queen h3 is forced. Knight g5. It appears as though queen f5 is forced. Bishop c2 perhaps. That looks pretty bad. Okay. All right. Clearly I'm missing something here. What the hell was that? All right, let's analyze that one, because this is the problem with computer generated tactics sometimes, is like okay, yeah, and then bishop c2. I mean, the computer sees much further than I do. So like I was, like I'm looking at this, and then I'm thinking about like this, and here perhaps or something. But the computer thinks it's so bad already that they they just go queen e4 immediately, which leads to some humorous stuff. But yeah, so if c7 right away, then bishop e6 is the point. I think c7, rook e8, then bishop d8, and then bishop e6. So the point is probably that I have to remove this defender, remove the option of, yeah. It doesn't even make me show the cool bishop d8. But that's actually a very important theme in a lot of endgames, is anchoring a piece in between the promotion square and this rook here. Good theme to know. Oh, that is an advanced pawn. That is promotion. That is sacrifice. I would also probably throw in removing the defender, but that's debatable because the bishop isn't defending the c8 square yet. But yeah, there's a little intermezzo here. I'm hitting the queen. Black tried to sneak in this dc5 first, but it doesn't quite work. I'm going to put intermezzo in there. Yeah, so this just doesn't quite work, does it? Because, again, an intermezzo, knight c6. Little double attack action. What's the material like here? Yeah, so I'm just picking up this knight. Boom. What's going on here? Okay, this is just the end of a puzzle here. Yeah, okay. It's weird. Oh, I should have voted on that one, but I didn't. That's all right. There's a fork. Let's go. Killing it right now. Yeah, there's this check. These puzzles are going to be, I think, a little bit easier than usual because the puzzle rating system, because all of these puzzles are new, the rating system hasn't settled down yet on a lot of these. So I'm going to get a lot of probably easier puzzles than I would normally, which is fine. Not here, but here. Attacking the pin piece. Discovered attack. No. There's a pin. And I think the point of this exercise is that you have to be at least moderately careful about how you recapture here. This obviously here. So this first, and then rook takes, queen takes. Yeah, yeah. And this one. Okay. Again, there's only one recapture. This one would allow rook takes. This one just hits the queen first. I'm going to be up a bunch of stuff. What? Okay, not a lot of choice there. Yeah, I think the point is that I have to hit the bishop first. I have to go here, and then rook g8, and then take here. Yeah, there are some puzzles that it's a little weird for me, just being a guy who grew up with like chess books and classical sort of puzzles that have been like, when you buy chess books, a lot of the classic ones, they reuse the same puzzles over and over again, which sucks. But they also are all puzzles that just win. And like Lichess has a category called advantage, where you're not winning but you're better, and it's like the puzzle is the only route to being clearly better, right? And so like a puzzle like this is confusing for me, because at the end, Stockfish gives this, you can see, minus 1.5, which traditionally wouldn't be like outright winning, but so that can be a little bit confusing for me sometimes, but so there's f3, queen g3, rook b1, king h2 forced. Yeah, that doesn't look all that promising. Feels like there should be some. So what I wanted to do was f3, queen g3, rook b1 check, king h2, queen g3, f takes g3, and then f2, when he wouldn't be able to stop me from queening. The problem is the move order doesn't quite work. f3, queen g3, rook b1 check, king h2, queen takes g3, king takes g3, and I don't have a pawn that is passed. And I don't think I have any actual winning moves. So can we flip the move order somehow? Yes, and the problem with flipping the move order is f3, queen g3, queen takes g3, king takes f takes g3, rook b1, then he has king f2, which obviously stops your pawn as well. So the only other move order would be rook b1, king h2, f3, but then he can play queen takes f3 check. So that doesn't work either. I think the point, yeah, if I go here, he goes d7, what happens? Then f3. I was a little bit worried about this. But maybe I'm winning in that case anyway. Frick. What the hell's a move then? And then just back. Lame. Okay. It's a good puzzle. I'm just bad. I mean, presumably I'm supposed to take this thing, and then I'm just up like a crap load of pawns for the night. Yeah. I keep forgetting to vote. I'm very bad at this. Okay. I mean, knight f4 is very tempting. Just bringing the last piece into it. Rook f3 also is very tempting. So what happens after rook f3, queen b6, rook g3 check? That looks pretty bad for black. Yeah. Let's go. I mean, this just doesn't work, yeah. I want to hit 2,500. Removing the defender. Let's go. Yes. Okay. What? Oh, I have to take here. I wasn't even. I just wasn't. I just wasn't even paying attention. Oh, that sucks. Okay. You stink, Tony. Just classic. This is why I suck at blitz too. Sad. Take me to the next damn puzzle. Yeah, it's a good one. All right. Now Lichess feels bad for me. They're like, here, take this simple fork, idiot. There's just a rook hanging. That seems pretty good. Oh, he's threatening mate. I get it. I mean, there's knight f2 check. Knight f2 check, forking the queen and the king. If he goes here, then rook e1 is mate. If he plays with the bishop, if he takes with the bishop, then there's no mate threat anymore. I can play here, and I'm hitting the rook at the same time. I mean, this looks pretty good. Yeah. It's like a fork, and what would you call the... How does Lichess define deflection? I guess it's technically also a deflection. I was not able to convince the Lichess staff that double attacks and forks are not the same, which is a big bone of contention with me. I think all forks are double attacks, but not all double attacks are forks, if that makes sense. But anyway, that's a separate discussion, isn't it? Yeah, so there's kind of an interesting little theme here in that rook c6, queen d5 hits the rook and also threatens bishop h3 at the same time, which doesn't appear to be defendable. Yeah. I would call this... man. Yeah, this is a weird one because it... Yeah. Capture the defender I also don't like that much. Just on semantics, I think it should be removing the defender. That's what we say in English. And also, you don't always have to capture the defender, but I guess they capture the removal of defenders in other themes like deflection maybe or something. But okay. Yeah, it's the problem with tactics is they are very based in semantics in a lot of ways. So I think the point here is that I can go here and defend everything. We'll call this a hanging piece. Yeah. Pin, discovered attack. Clearance, maybe that's true. I mean... I feel like I gotta take this and there's some other point here. I don't know what it is. This video is sponsored by Diet Dr. Pepper. Black doesn't really even have a threat as far as I can tell. I mean, I would play like queen h8 maybe, but maybe after bishop f6, yeah. Queen h8, queen h3, queen h7 check. It's a line. I mean, okay. We're still going. We're still going with this puzzle. All right. Yeah, it's another weird thing where I would have stopped. I wouldn't really have called this a puzzle for the most part. I guess, like, computers can see some convoluted reason why only queen h8 wins, but as a human, I honestly can't. It doesn't necessarily make it a bad puzzle. It just makes me an idiot, maybe, but... I guess the problem is that after queen takes h3, which you can't really stop, queen h8 must have some advantage where, like, there isn't a perpetual check anymore or something. So let's go here, 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 king e8, let's say. Queen g6 check, king d8, and then we're just running, I guess, to the e1 square after like this. Aha, okay. Okay. And if here, 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 Jesus. Man, okay. Okay. I don't understand, but all right. Non-trivial. Okay, just this. Removing the defender from g7. This is obviously going to be the only move that wins. Yeah, some of these are weird. Like, I don't think that's a very good puzzle. There really isn't any other move. It's just a simple recapture. I'm going to downvote that, actually. Not a huge fan. This is just a fork. Black would be losing after this. Yeah, it takes, of course. And... oh, but I'm hitting the rook at the same time. And I guess the point is takes here, check, then rook d8. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of a cool one. There's this discovered attack. Boom. Boom. That is a discovered attack. Yeah, there's here, and then knight takes. Rook takes, rook c2. This also uses pin as a theme. Look here. White just gives it up. Yeah, it takes, and then exploiting this other pin. Boom. Pin. It's kind of an intermezzo also, but I'll maybe leave that one out just because, like, I consider this capture an intermezzo to the threat of d5, but whatever. Sometimes I'm not sure if it's true or not, really. c2 looks completely winning. That's just a hanging queen. We're not stopping until I hit 2,500, baby. So bishop a6 looks to mate. If king d7, queen e6 mate. The long-range right-angle checkmate. Queen g6 looks pretty crushing. Let's see if they're going to make me play this fancy move. Does this win? Looks like it does. Yeah, and black doesn't have time for d5. That would be a major threat here otherwise. Boom. That's fantastic. Kingside attack for show. Pin for show. Knight d2, f5, f3 probably. Winning that piece. Pin. I'm trying to go through and categorize all these as a courtesy to Lichess. They've done so much for me and my general happiness. I hope everyone out there is doing great. I am doing okay, all things considered. I did get a free 2 weeks off work. It was not the most pleasant 2 weeks of my life, but okay. This is an interesting one, actually, because my first thought would be king g7, but then rook a8, make a queen, and then he makes a queen and I'm dead, so. And even king g7, rook a8, just pretending I'm not dead to f8 anyway. A8, rook takes a8, bishop takes a8 is actually still a draw because I have the wrong colored bishop for queening on h1, so that would suck. There's bishop a3 instead, which simultaneously blocks the a file and also guards f8. If bishop a3, rook a8, a1 equals queen, f8 equals queen though. And then queen b2 check maybe, and then I take on f8. That is fancy as hell. I think that's the answer though. Oh, they're not going to make me do it. Yeah, so like if he goes here queen, then we play one of these checks. It doesn't matter which one. Queen e5 check makes more sense, I think. King f1, and then we can take this thing, and we're winning. Unpinning. Yeah, advanced pawn, promotion. Again, I would put intermezzo here. We'll see if people downvote it. I would put intermezzo in. Both of those checks would be intermezzos, and that's actually the point of the puzzle. It just doesn't make you play it out all the way. Oh, 2,500, yeah. Yeah, there's kind of a mate theme here, and that this would be mate if I could, but I can't. Also, if I could just get the bishop to d8, that would be mate. That almost makes me want to play b5 as the move. Because there's no actual... There's no actual way for black to interfere with the mate after b5. Like b5, rook h3 would be one option, trying to rescue the h4 square, but even then... Rook takes, bishop takes, and then bishop e3 is mate. No, it's not. Idiot. You just said that. That gets freed. Oh, but then maybe bishop b6 still. But then king h4. Okay, so there is kind of a defense to that. Okay, so maybe not totally trivial. But b5 anyway, though. I mean, b5 almost has to be the move, right? I don't see anything else. b5, a takes b5, let's say, that would be the most threatening move. Bishop b6, is there any defense whatsoever? King can't move, he can't, I mean... What? What? Okay, that is more simple. Rook d3, bishop e1 is the point, right? Yeah. Damn it. All right, that is good. It's true. Bishop c5 check, winning instantly. Winning all the stuff. Just continually winning all the stuff. All right. I'm going to get back over 2,500, then probably call it a day here. This one, that queen is hanging first, and then here, yeah. This is a fork. I love that when I miss one, Lichess just serves me up a bunch of real easy ones. I need the help. Okay. There are a lot of moves here that I'm sure are winning. Queen d5 check, king e7, queen e5 looks very winning. King d7, queen e6 is mate, so he has to put a bishop in the way, and then I take here anyway, so let's just play that. It's pretty crushing. Ooh, back over 2,500. And Lichess feels really bad for me. Okay. Would I consider that back rank mate? Yes, I would. All right. Guys, check out the puzzles, man. It's pretty awesome. I think Thibaut and the staff did a really great job on these. Being able to play by theme is pretty rad. And even like, you know, puzzle length is pretty cool. Like, I think that's a pretty awesome feature. And besides like the, you know, maybe one where I thought it was just like kind of a beyond even an obvious recapture, I think all these puzzles are really high quality. They did a really good job. I think the voting feature is going to help out a lot on theme, and yeah, check them out. I think they did a pretty awesome job. Yeah, Tony Rowe signing off. Bye, guys.